Roseanne season 9 was an absolute mess, and I want to talk about it. Spoilers ahead for Roseanne season 9. Basically, season 9 picks up where season 8 left off. Dan had a heart attack, he almost died. They're back to fighting again like they were before he had the heart attack. Roseanne moves into Jackie's apartment. So Roseanne's watching some TV. There's a couple of weird television parodies with Roseanne in them because she's like daydreaming or whatever. Then, at the end of all the weird shenanigans, she's won $108 million.
I won the lottery!
Oh, and by the way, this is the exact point when Roseanne jumped the shark.
Now that Roseanne has tons of money, she constantly imagines herself interacting with other famous rich people. But Dan is sad. His mom has been stuck in a hospital for a long time. She's very sick, and he never had a way to help her. But now he does. While he's away, a prince falls in love with Jackie, and then takes the whole family, minus Dan, to New York. At one point, Roseanne had another daydream where she believed in a past life she was Xena, the warrior princess. Roseanne dreams that Darlene gives birth to Satan.
He's just my whittle biddle precious.
Roseanne goes Rambo on a train full of terrorists who have hijacked and kidnapped her family.
Check, please.
It actually turns out a lot of this episode was based on Under Siege 2 Dark Territory, which is a very poorly received movie featuring Steven Seagal, who was also featured in this episode.
Roseanne's mom reveals herself to be gay.
I think Grandma's just outed herself.
Dan finally comes home for Christmas, and Jackie discovers that while he was away helping his mom who was sick, he's been having an affair with his mother's nurse. Then Roseanne tries to buy the company that she hasn't worked for since like season 2. She starts flirting with her old boss's son. But then that is completely irrelevant because Dan and Roseanne get back together because it's Dan and Roseanne, and of course they're gonna get back together. Darlene delivers the baby for real, and she's a premature baby, but it's okay. Jackie gets into a wrestling match in an actual wrestling ring, and then of course the very meta episode that has to happen in every sitcom at some point, where their life is so very interesting that TV producers want to come and make a show about them. Dan's mom tries to kill Dan for putting her in a home or something.
Despite a really weird premise and some cartoonish violence, this episode was actually written by Carrie Fisher and is one of the better episodes in the season, and features her mother, Debbie Reynolds, in a lightsaber fight with DJ. There's also a weird Princess Leia in a bikini thing.
This does have a few features the other two lack.
Yeah, like what?
Well, you know, advancements in special effects and sound quality and a whole lot of scenes with Princess Leia in a bikini.
Rest in peace, Debbie and Carrie.
Season 9 culminates in one of the craziest series finales of all time. Roseanne reveals in the end it was all just a story she had been writing. Basically, she just changed the things about her life that she didn't like, so they hadn't won the lottery. Her mom wasn't gay because Jackie was instead. Becky was with David and Mark was with Darlene, which is just hard to say because it doesn't make any sense. And then, of course, the biggest twist of all is that Dan didn't cheat on Roseanne because he's been dead since the end of season 8. Because he didn't survive the heart attack, he really did die, and this was just her way of coping with Dan's death. So if you don't know, they brought the show back, season 10.
Or at least they had brought the show back. 10 days after I posted the original video,
ABC canceled Roseanne. You probably know why. I'm not here to defend Roseanne or call her a racist. The truth is, I don't care about what happened. I liked her show and so I watched it. But ABC was totally within their right to cancel Roseanne, and I think they made the right decision for their company. I once spent a lot of my own time creating a video about my job at Stanley Steamer.
Stanley Steamer does carpet cleaner.
Oh goodness!
It was an overwhelmingly positive creation, but I was asked to remove it from YouTube. I could have stuck to my guns and fought for my creative rights, but I would have also risked losing my job, and that's not a risk I was willing to take. Roseanne risked her job by publicly tweeting rude things about other people. Did she believe Valerie Jarrett was white? It doesn't matter, because corporations don't want to be associated with people who say things that can be construed as racist. It's not good for business. A cancellation was their only real choice, but thankfully, they've allowed the other actors to continue working on the show by retooling it as The Connors. Roseanne Season 10 was a real return to form, and so much better than the trash fire that was Season 9. I'm excited to see what they can do with The Connors, but I'm a little bit nervous as well. If Season 9 can tell us anything, it's that a show without one of its principal actors kind of falls downhill. But I'll still be interested to see what they can do in the fall. Thanks for watching. Bye, McCordians.